Hello, friends. I'm your host, Dave Layton, and welcome to the podcast, Walking with Our Master, an outreach of the Prattville Church of Christ designed to inform, encourage, and teach as we daily walk with our Master. Today, we're visiting with Jon Hayden Sanders. Jon is our Children's Education Coordinator. Is that the right title?
That sounds right.
Okay.
I say the superintendent of the
Okay.
education.
That really sounds good. Okay. We've had a lot of exciting changes in that area, and that's what I want to talk with him about. Well, hello, Jon Hayden.
How are you?
Thank you for agreeing to be a guest on the podcast again. In case someone doesn't know you, let's just, again, remind everybody a little bit about yourself.
Well, Jon Hayden Sanders. I'm originally from Luverne, Alabama. My wife, Josie, and I got married the end of July 24, and we started attending Prattville a little after that, and we're happily married. We both are teachers, so I guess that was the qualifications to put me in that, and we really involved with the young adult ministry. We had a phenomenal organization. I say organization. It's a great group for us. I mean, that was the biggest deciding factor for us. I said that the previous time we were on the podcast, but we really love it here. It's a phenomenal church. Great people.
You are already, the both of you are already a part of our family here, and as we have put confidence in you with our children, that should tell you how much we appreciate you guys. So you are a baseball coach.
I am.
And there was something else you taught. I can't remember.
Special education teacher.
Okay. Wow. What a challenge. How about, what level do you teach? I forgot.
Fifth grade.
Fifth.
I'm officially fifth grade, but I have a handful of, I have a couple sixth graders also. So.
Okay.
And then Josie's a third grade teacher, reading.
Well, we do have some, excuse me, we do have some big changes that have happened in our education program. First of all, let's talk about the physical part of it.
We just newly renovated our education wing, our classrooms, gave it a facelift, painted the walls. Let's see, we new walls. We added the flooring. We went from the carpet to some, I don't know what you would call it, the
laminate flooring. Yeah.
See, got some really nice, the newer glass whiteboards in the classroom. They're magnetic. I mean, it's just a really facelift was.
They literally took the walls down to the original cement blocks. I mean, stripped every classroom, the walls, the floor, the ceilings.
That was really neat going, and then just talking to other people that have been here for a while and getting to hear them talk about the original building.
I know.
Talking to Michael. Michael is a walking.
Yeah, it was a step back in history to know that some of our men, let's see, Billy Adair and Harvey Clark. Yeah, both of them actually put in some of the walls, if not all of them, in the old building. That's amazing.
It was neat pulling the walling back and seeing the brick like that was, and then there were windows. We had windows behind the walls.
Yeah,
had no idea.
Yeah, and by the way, this desk that we're working off of I built it from the scrap wood that I salvaged from some of the
that's pretty
deconstruction that was going on. I didn't want to let it go. It was beautiful wood. It was like, man. Okay. So it brightened it up. It made it more secure. It made it more inviting.
It did.
The artwork on the walls, the bright paint.
It did.
The multicolors.
I love it. It's very inviting, and got some little artwork right here on the outside of the wall right when you walk in for our kids' wing, and just we're really excited. We got some good things going on the education side of stuff.
I was proud to be a little part of it.
Absolutely.
Building that mural thing down the hallway there. I was a little doubtful about it, but I said, okay, Lynn, you tell me what to do. And it turned out beautifully. I actually saw another congregation that did that not too long ago. We were in Shreveport, and they had that same setup with the pictures and all. And so I saw it, and I go, okay, that'll look good. That'll work.
I like it. I've learned in the short year and a half we've been here that if Miss Val and Miss Lynn have a thought, you go with it because they got
right.
it.
Yeah, Alan Griffiths and I put that up, and it was like, okay, what do you want? Reggie helped out too, by the way. Credit where credit is due. Anyway, yeah, it's inviting. I was thinking back. I had a year of early elementary education when I was a student at Frieda Hardeman. That was going to be my major, and I remember some of the things they talk about and making it inviting and all of that. And so that's what they have done.
It is, because it really is just inviting. Like it's almost peaceful when you walk in. Like we're not done. We still have to put some little things on the wall because it's kind of bare at the moment. We have some things we need to add, but it's still a work in progress. Yeah, it's way better than having to be in two different buildings for class right now, which was fun.
I mean, the building was I think it was put in the 60s, and there hadn't been a whole lot. Okay, well, as important as the environment is, obviously, the true importance is the other things, the quality of instruction, the curriculum, and all of that. So I kind of want to shift a little bit over, and let's talk about that. We have some phenomenal teachers, great curriculum, the different classes. So that's what we want to talk about. Let's start out by talking about what classes can the children expect.
So the children's education falls under the 6th grade and under realm. So we have 5 different classes. We have the cradle roll, which is I would say that's the babies. Then we added a new class because cradle roll used to consist of 2s and under. So now we did 2s and 3s. We added a 2-year-old and a 2s and 3s class. And then we have a 4s and 5s, so pre-K and K, and let's see, pre-K and K, 1st through 3rd, and then 4th through 6th grade.
Okay.
And we are very, very blessed with teachers. Our teachers are phenomenal. We've got some that are just consistent and they always want to teach, and then there's some where, this is my quarter, and I'm like, hey, you just tell us when to go, because we're going into about a year of being in the children's education, so we're getting close to that. They started us off with a bang.
Already?
I know. They started us off with a bang and said, you're going to be this, and here's VBS. And
oh, that's right. Yeah,
I'd never seen VBS at Prattville, and I learned quickly that Prattville VBS is the VBS. No offense to the other churches that might be listening, but ours is the best.
That is one of the things that if you're not a part of it, just get out of the way.
Correct.
Better yet, be a part of it.
That's a better solution. But we have 5 classes from 6th grade and under. Great teachers. Our curriculum kind of varies with the class and the age, but overall, our teachers are really, really good in the sense of meeting the kids where they need to be met. Especially our little ones. They're really big on milestones and trying to work with them and hands-on. I love it. It's uplifting to see our teachers working that hard outside of their everyday life, because you don't get paid to do this, but realistically, it's
at least not in the immediate sense.
Exactly.
Even that there's
it is. It's exciting. Yeah. I'm really happy to see. I mean, we've got a game plan rolling forward now, trying to get more people involved, and we're working towards that, but it's just little steps here and there, but we're trying, because it's...
Well, I want to talk a little bit more about that in a minute, but I read an article just this week that talked about the importance of our Bible class teachers having Bible knowledge, and it was focused on our children's programs, and I know the folks that are involved, and I know they have good, strong Bible knowledge. And so they're laying that foundation for a lifetime of growth.
Absolutely.
And that's just so important. Okay, so let's talk about, first of all, what's the overall theme? Do you have...
Not necessarily, just...
well, what is the curriculum focused on for this quarter?
Again, it kind of just varies. We're in the winter, so... The younger ones, theirs was hitting a lot of the birth of Jesus. I'm not going to say Christmas, but it got we kind of hit that at the very beginning of December. But
we can study the birth of Jesus without it being Christmas. Absolutely.
But it's this quarter's been an odd one just because of traveling and people going and gone. And right now, Miss Val is heavy into Lads to Leaders. So on Wednesday nights, I think we just had our third one. This coming Wednesday is going to be the fourth. They call it Junior Leaders. It's just part of Lads to Leaders, a program they do, and she's heading that up for us, and that's for the first graders through the sixth graders, and I think they do some service projects and little things like that. But it's just something Miss Val heads up for Lads, which again I grew up not going to Lads. I had never heard of it, and when I got a little bit older, our church started getting involved because we had some families move in that were involved with it, and I love it, and it's just...
We have adults that started in that program when they were children. That's how active we've been in it as a congregation.
That's really good. Josie was really involved with it. We were talking about it the other day. She ended her career in Lads to Leaders, a winner, winning the speech as a senior, and she said it was a great time to do it because she ended on a high note. But I wish I would have been a part of it because it would have been... I feel like just watching that's a really big program there. The statistics that go with that, I'm not real versed in it, but I do know that the retention rate of that of a kid that grew up going to Lads and them becoming and staying a Christian throughout their lifetime is extremely high, and that's huge. But I know our church is really involved with it, and I love it. I think it's great, but that's something that we're doing right now on Wednesday nights. But I think this coming week is the 14th is our last one for this year, I guess.
So the children have an aspect of it that they work with, as well as our young youth group and others. Okay. So let's talk about, you mentioned a little bit about some of the goals about growing in number and obviously spiritual development. So let's talk about that just a few minutes.
Yeah, we have a really consistent group that comes to church, and we're trying to work on some outreach, getting more people involved, because that's our goal. That is our job as Christians, is to try to get as many people to come to Christ as we can, and that's been that's our goal right now. And I'm really proud of where we are, but we're working on just getting I'm going to send out a letter to everybody at church that has a child under sixth grade, and inside the letter we've created what we call I'm going to call it our children's directory, and it's just a questionnaire just trying to give us more information on who the kids are and their age and whatnot, if they have any health restrictions, if there's something they can and cannot eat, the important things that we know at school that we may not know necessarily in Bible class, but when it comes to organization of our classes and whatnot, we know who is how old and whatnot. Just give us a little bit more on each kid. But that's the plan at the moment.
Well, lifetime learning obviously begins at an early age. If we can instill that, what I like to call a yearning, burning for learning. We want to instill in them not just the knowledge, but the desire to continue learning. And so that's an exciting part. Again, the environment is a big part of it, but the curriculum is what is really important. Okay. Well, you mentioned about contacting members of the congregation. I would like to know what are some ways that our membership of our congregation can help out. Not everybody can be a teacher necessarily, but there's always opportunity to help.
Absolutely. Honestly, we have, not everybody is a teacher, but, and I understand that. I do, because every day I work with people who I don't necessarily consider a teacher either, but they, honestly, just being encouraging to our children and just motivating them when you see them at church, just continue to push them and just thank them for being there, because we have some really, really awesome kids, and I don't think we give them enough credit for being here and putting in the effort that they do, because I feel like nowadays it's not necessarily real common to see kids at church as much as you used to. Like, I just felt like that is one thing, and not even necessarily motivating our kids, just keep talking to our parents and thanking them for coming, because that is we're dealing with kids who cannot drive. And when you see our parents here with kids, like, I don't have children. We're not in that stage of our life yet, but I can only imagine it's hard getting 2 people dressed going to church, much less 3 or 4 or 6.
You just get one ready.
Like, that's hard.
While you're working on the other one, that one just got to start over.
Keep just encouraging, and again, I mean, if you don't feel like you're a teacher, maybe just try. I mean, I think there's a spot for everyone. We have helpers.
I was getting ready to say, we can use teachers' aides.
Every time, yes.
We can use people that would help prepare the curriculum material for the teachers.
And if not teaching, I promise you VBS is coming really soon. The summer will be here quicker than we can think. And
you know what? You can learn to be a teacher.
Absolutely.
No matter what your age is, and the children love it.
Absolutely. The kids love everybody. If you just got to get to know them, it's kind of you just being around them is really encouraging. I mean, this is part of the week I look forward to the most, because again, Josie and I do this 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. That's to come and do it 2 more times a week, and it doesn't ever really end, but it's really just encouraging for us, and it's uplifting, and we are so thankful for this.
All right. Well, again, you guys are a special part of this congregation, have such an incredible role to play, and we appreciate it very much. Anything else you want to add?
Not that I can think of.
All right. Well, let me wrap up, my friend. Well, thank you, Jon, for being a part of the podcast. Friends, I'm your host, Dave Layton, and thank you for joining us in this podcast. I hope you will continue to do so. If you wish to share with me something from your walk with our Master, or you would like to learn more, please email me at walkingwithourmaster@gmail.com. It's walkingwithourmaster@gmail.com. I invite you to follow our podcast and share it with others, as together we walk with our Master. And until next time, remember, we give all glory to God the Father.